We are here, people. Hectic morning, people. Hey, but we got to keep it pushing. We got to keep it moving, y'all. So I am here. Welcome to another edition of Wake and Pack. Good morning to y'all. Good morning to all on a hump day for all you freaks out there. You already know how it go, but let's get into it, people. Shout out to my boy House of Red Wine. What's up with you, man? House of Red Wine, why don't you welcome everybody this morning to 420 HPOV Boulevard, man, so we could talk about the team that we know and love, the Green Bay Packers. Shout out to KHTV, King Howie in the building. Shout out to Brandy Lewis. Oh, yeah. He punts on a lot of things, but what you got to do is respect somebody for being who they are. He keeps shit close, tight knit. And then sometimes, like, listen, we got to start, holding some of the reporters kind of accountable, because some of the questions they ask you guys, I could have asked. Brandy Lewis could have asked a better question. KHTV could have asked a better question. House of Red Wine could have asked a better question, right? But definitely, he punted on a few subjects, but we just will get here and talk about, some of the things he did fucking say. Hell yeah, good looking out, House of Red Wine. Hey, it's all good. Like I said, you could be late. You could do that, but as long as you fashionably late, you know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing wrong with that. Shout out to my boy Zane Strong, man. But yeah, they started off, they actually asked Elliot Wolf. Shout out to Elliot Wolf too, just moving up the rankings and this whole NFL thing. I am a fan of him, you know what I'm saying? But Elliot Wolf even said, somebody asked him, like, man, what do you attest to, like, the Packers, in their drafting quarterbacks? And he just said one word. What do y'all think that word was? Luck. Okay? Some think luck is for losers. I disagree, because I think in every Super Bowl run, no matter who you are as a team, at some point in time, luck kind of came into the fold, right? The year we did win the Super Bowl, outside looking in, right? What happens? What changed our Super Bowl year? We sitting waiting for the Giants to lose, right? They kick the ball to Deshaun Jackson. He receives the punt, starts running backwards. And he's an LA legend too. Shout out to D-Jack. My draft kind of class. Fastest player I've ever seen, right? In person and all that. When I seen him, I'm like, bro, little. But I'm like, this nigga gonna be a problem. So, shout out to D-Jack, LA legend. Yeah, I caught it. I seen a little bit of it yesterday, but I had to rewind and revise and watch the rest, like, pretty much right before I came to see you guys. And yeah, I'm not gonna guarantee that, but yeah, I think that is the move that was made. But I just do know for sure that he moved up to wherever he was at. I don't know the exact team, but I for sure think it is the Patriots. And then again, they cleaning house. And for Robert Kraft for the GOAT of coaches to leave, and for Kraft to trust him, got to give him his credit. I agree with that. Dude was just a hog, man. I can't take nothing away from the dude, man. Raw. He's raw. Let me take a hit. They asked Gute about cognitive testing, right? We've talked about the relative athletic score. They got, what else they used to call that shit? The Wonderlic test. They asked Brian Gutekunst about all of that and how some players don't get to actually take those tests, and what does he do, in other words, to, get them ready or no. And then again, like I said, with analytics or relative athletic score, stuff like that, it's good for reference, but sometimes you just need to be in the flesh. Sometimes you just need to sit down and talk to somebody. And that's what he said. He said, even if we don't hit them with our testing, at some point we sit down with them and see, what kind of upbringing he had. We just talked about me and Brandy was talking about I lost my train of thought. It'll fucking come back to me. Oh yeah, but just about analytics and stuff like that. Hey, it's good, to get reference from it, but sometimes you just need to see. Oh, and what I was saying, the first thing I look for while I was talking to Brandy about is fuck football. We know you good at football at this point. You don't make it this far to be an All-American and to be in the combine and to be man, it's so many good players that don't even make the NFL. So all of these guys could ball, but Gute did say that there's an importance of just knowing the motherfucker's background, knowing where he grew up at, knowing where he's from. He related to that a little bit. Yeah, Brandy, remember that Wonderlic shit was just so like, yo, I forgot who did it, but they scored a horrible Wonderlic test. Maybe it was Cam Newton. And then again, you got some learners, somebody know a fucking piano. Some could read the notes, but you got some pianists or whatever the fuck they called who can rock that shit without reading the notes. They just know how to do it a different way. Like I always tell y'all, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Shout out to an angry cat casual fan, bro. I just think that's a worldwide, league-wide just issue, right? It's just, maybe, that stuff, is taught in Pop Warner, high school. But once you get to college, I don't know. I just think the emphasis of tackling is just different nowadays. People, shit, it's the players too. Some players just seem like they don't want to tackle, Shout out to my boy Freddie Roper, man. What's the word? Oh, yeah, what? All I hit is the 7, man. Hey, and when motherfuckers roll a 4, they be like, damn, shit, 4-1. Hey, hey, I could roll a 4 like it's nothing. And I could roll a 5. I was going to say 4-1 for the po one, but that's a 5. So, let's not get on shooting dice, man. I was the king of dice, bro. I got so many dice stories, man. It's crazy. Shout out to Steve. Yeah, I heard that. And you can't, again, obviously, don't be alarmed. If anything, first of all, who is our backup really? Are we really sure that Sean Clifford will be able to, in the event of a disaster or Love missing a game or something like that? Are we so sure that Sean Clifford can handle it? That's number one. And number two, ain't nothing wrong with bringing in competition. And again, instead of paying the vet or overpaying the vet who ain't going to play, get a young buck in the system and let him just sit and learn it for years. Who knows what can happen. So now it ain't going to be in the second, first, or third round. I doubt. But, they might go and grab one. Exactly, Brandy. So, yeah, but again, there were times, earlier in the year, when Love had his rough patch in December, October, I think it was October, motherfuckers was like, let's give Sean Clifford a chance, right? So, for us to be that confident, well, not me, I never was saying put Sean Clifford in, but for some Packers faithful, Packer fans to say, let's see what Clifford has. Well, that means, and then again, I have not studied Sean Clifford at all, but there's nothing in my mind. I've seen him play enough to, like, he hasn't went out there and did anything like totally egregious or just went out there where I'm like, who is this guy? I mean, he seems like a decent backup, right? But again, ain't nothing wrong with getting a quarterback right now at this time. But again, I don't think it'll be in the top rounds. Hell yeah. Shout out to my boy Fred, man. Yeah, I mean, I ain't seeing nothing bad from him, Brandy, so, but again, put a fire under his ass too. Good problem to have having, decent quarterbacks. But again, do y'all want to go back to the Huntley days? Y'all want a Deshaun Kaiser kind of deal? No. Those days are past us. Another thing, what you guys got to understand, another thing that was said, they asking him, they like, yo, again, about this Love thing, how'd you do it? This and that. And he just said, actually, it's just being the same, right? Keeping shit the same. Favre came in, had that scheme. Somebody else had the helm after half a year or a year. Favre came in there and never looked back. Rodgers had time to sit behind Favre, learn the same scheme. Jordan Love had time to sit behind Aaron Rodgers, learning the same scheme. What does the same scheme mean? Same coaching. So for all y'all motherfuckers, fire LaFleur. Imagine the development of Jordan Love if we would have fired LaFleur when y'all wanted to. Lord have mercy. I'm so happy you guys are not GMs. I'm happy I ain't a GM either. Hey, sometimes it's cool to just sit the fuck back and be a fan. That's the easy part. It's easy for us to go out there, buy the ticket, go to the game and cheer, shit like that. But when all these motherfuckers, I know it comes from a passion, you know, get rid of him, do this with him, do this with him. Man, we don't know shit. It's not crazy to think that, and that has nothing to do with Musgrave. That just has to do with how good Kraft was. And let's admit, you know, a blessing in disguise, Musgrave getting hurt actually helped Kraft get up in the game. You know, Kraft, when Kraft and Musgrave was in there, when they do the 2 tight end sets, you know, Kraft more than likely is going to be blocking, and Musgrave is going to be the one going out on the pass route. You know, Kraft is going to be helping on chip blocking and doing whatever you do, chip and release, go out for a route. But the route runner is Luke Musgrave. But when he came up in there, you know, he handled his job, you know, just like the wide receiver position. You know, they did ask Gute about wide receiver number 1. They didn't just ask him about wide receiver 1. They said, is Christian Watson your wide receiver 1? And he said, there is no wide receiver 1, which is the way I think that we should think. You know, this shit kind of gets out of hand because a lot of people just so thirsty. Oh, they need a wide receiver 1. They need a wide receiver 1. I much rather have a wide receiver core than a wide receiver 1. And that's kind of what Gute said. And we kind of got that with the tight ends, bro. We got 2 very, very good tight ends. Now, when you look at the physical statistics, you know, 40 times shit like that, Luke might be a little better, but Tucker ain't no joke, man. Tucker's right there with him. So, hey, for us, good motherfucking problem to have. Shout out to Big Nate, man. Shout out to Packer fans with swagger, man. Everybody over there. Hey, you're gonna have to fill me in, Steve. I don't fall in love with names. I fall in love with position prototypes. So let me know what this Spencer Rattler. Yeah, let me know what this Spencer Rattler is about, man. Give me a little quick synopsis on him. Yeah, we definitely will, KH, and I really think so because J Love don't need to be playing, bro. I'm sorry, he don't need to be playing in the preseason. Maybe 1 or 2 drives or some shit, but Love got a grip on this. I'd rather him just wait till he can't. He just want to explode week 1 and go ahead and do his thing. Oh, yeah, definitely. He definitely got skills, right? So, you know, again, ask me, HPOV, as a GM, is it time to draft any kind of quarterback? No. But again, these motherfuckers know more than us. They there every day, you know, and they got to pay these people. Definitely. But the thing about Gute, and he sticks to it. Well, that's why I'm saying you guys got to respect Gute, because if anything, he stays the same. You know what I'm saying? He always says, yeah, we getting better for now, but he said we are always building for the future, and to get the success that we've had over the past 30 plus years, y'all. That's what you have to do. That's why if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? It works for the Packers because we keep motherfuckers in the same system. How do you expect Justin Fields to excel when his first 3 years is 3 different coordinators, while Love is just sitting there behind one of the greats? And then he gets his chance. He already knows the offense like the back of his hand, opposed to a kid who got to learn a new offense every year. That's setting him back. So again, y'all, fire LaFleur people. It was a lot of y'all out there. Eat your crow now, please. And then again, y'all the same motherfuckers who, when we re-signed them just last year, oh, that's a good move. 2 months later, we run into a hard patch. Oh, fire him. He's horrible. Get out of here. Oh, we need to get tougher. I think we got tougher this offseason, and LaFleur is to be credited for that. Coach O, defensive line coach, no joke. Campanile, linebacker coach, no joke. You know, secondary coach, no joke. And Half is a secondary expert. Like, bro, we about to put in that work. Speaking of Coach Halfley, again, this will not be an overhaul. I've been telling y'all that. First of all, the number one reason is because we got good players who are versatile, who can, there's no archetype of a football player like, oh, he's a 3-4 guy, he's a 4-3 guy. He is a football player. And no matter what you do, Coach Halfley, his whole deal is to what? Put players in the best position that they can do something in. We ain't going to have Rashawn dropping back. Now, he can learn that. But if we all know Rashawn is one of the best rushers off of the edge, put your hands in the dirt, come off of that edge, that's going to be a problem. I think we're going to be seeing a whole lot of that. We're going to be seeing a whole lot of him and Lucas Van Ness doing that kind of shit. So, you know, one thing I did like what he said, no wide receiver one. And he also gave credit to Matt LaFleur. And with Matt LaFleur, you don't need a wide receiver one because what does he do? He talked about how good Matt LaFleur is at scheming people open and putting them in the right place to be successful. That's why I told y'all, Jeff Hafley is kind of like a shadow card version of Matt LaFleur. Now, if you don't understand shadow card, I'm talking totally Madden football. Higher Point of View Gaming is the handle. You guys can go check that out if you want to, you know, but it's going down over there and it's only going to get better, you know. But yeah, man, Gute is definitely building for now and the future as he always does. Hey, another Matt Flynn. I think Sean Clifford could do that. I think Sean Clifford is capable to be a Matt Flynn, and what a legend Matt Flynn was. When he came in and threw for 400 something crazy one time as a backup. Brandy, ain't enough pass blocking in the world though. Ain't enough pass protection in the world. We all love the great Patrick Taylor. But again, hey, now counter question to that, Brandy, how many yards did he get? Because all I remember is us throwing to Patrick Taylor out of the flat for fucking -3 yards. So let's, you know, it's about what you do with the ball too when you get it in his hand. But you know, I know what you're saying, but I don't know, man. I think that we're done with the whole Patrick Taylor deal. I think we're gonna draft somebody. But again, I wouldn't have an issue with bringing him back. Again, we know in a pinch he can come in and pass protect on the third down. And, you know, he's a capable runner, but, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. I agree with that, Big Nate. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, fullback. Okay. Well, you know, Matt LaFleur's offense, which is kind of like Shanahan's fullback, is very, very prominent in that offense. But again, LaFleur could just use a craft. He can use a DeGuara in that position. But again, DeGuara's time might be limited. Like clockwork, Brandy says DeGuara is not the answer. I thought at one time he could be a good Swiss Army knife, but again, I think he has a ceiling. And I think Brandy's favorite tight end, Ben Sims, actually has a, Ben Sims is like I told you I don't like saying this. He seems to be like a poor man's Tucker Kraft. We've seen Ben Sims go on block. Yes, we have. We've seen Ben Sims catch a touchdown, you know what I'm saying, with a schemed up play that was for him. Okay. So let's not sleep on the great Ben Sims, you know. Hey, and that's something we can work with. Hey, young pup, chill out. Get your injury together. Learn this system. So push come to shove, if anything, we'll get some draft capital from you because the league is on notice. The Packers know how to draft quarterbacks. So let's not be surprised. And again, the whole Matt Flynn thing. Hey, now Russell Wilson took his position from Seattle, but we put him in a great place. Hey, it's okay for us to brag that we are a quarterback factory, right? Colleges, they be like, oh, wide receiver U, DBU. We are quarterback U in the NFL. And that's just inevitable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't argue that. So one thing Gute also said was he's not really changing his draft philosophy. You know, players got to be versatile. His philosophy, he always says, best player available. So again, Hafley coming in, of course he's going to have some influence. Oh, coach, I do like this dude, or Gute, I do like him. But Gute's going to, keep the same kind of drafting he's been doing, and we should be happy about that. Have you not seen the last 3 drafts, people? Another thing Gute said that I really liked, last year doesn't mean a goddamn thing. As much as we like to think that we're going to take all this with us into the next year, there's times where teams will have a good year, then fall back, then fuck up. Injury happens, something else happens. Again, we ain't built for that. But none of that shit's going to happen. But again, last year ain't got shit to do with this year. So I like how he, said that. Hell yeah. Hey, You look a lot smarter when you put your feet down and say, this is what I feel, when it actually works out. Just like me with Jordan Love. You guys know, I'll never forget. Some people trade him. Some people, yeah, he got to go. Some people, he ain't my quarterback. All kind of stuff was said about Jordan Love, not just from my own Packer fans, but from the national media. What was higher point of view doing the whole time? Hey, you got somebody, y'all. Hey, baby Mahomes. Hey, I see flashes. I'm just telling y'all, I speak them how I see them, okay? So, again, and it feels great for me to stand up, and it feels great for a lot of my counterparts. A lot of people coming up to me, giving me credit, say, you know what, HPOB? You called the Jordan Love thing. You said he was something at a time where nobody was worried about him. And I say, you goddamn right. All I did was look at the film. So, again, whenever we draft anybody this year, I don't give a fuck. Don't say, who is this? I don't know this guy. Again, just like our coach, Jeff Hafley, just because you don't know him doesn't mean he isn't capable. And then again, I'm telling y'all, history repeats itself in football, right? A lot. So the football guys are showing us this coaching staff. Y'all see in the background, I talked about all these coaches. Imagine when they come together, this could be a historical run with these coaches. And this can be the same kind of coaching staff that Green Bay had with Mike Holmgren, Andy Reid, Mike Sherman, Steve Mariucci, John Gruden, all on the same staff. What did they all end up going to do? Have success. Gruden, Super Bowl. Fucking Andy Reid, Super Bowl. Steve Mariucci, decent, respected, did what he could, best he could with Jeff Garcia, other cats, you know what I'm saying? So, special teams, KH. Special teams, KH. Definitely 3 late rounders for Lazard, for Tanyan, I believe, and for one more guy who we got it. So, yeah, the extra 3 picks, Brandy. You know Gute is licking his chops. You can say that, KH, because, again, he hasn't proven it. But you got to feel confident, right? Looking at his track record, what did Matt LaFleur say? Everywhere he's went, he's been successful. Okay, what did we say about Joe Barry, KH? Soon as he came in, what did you say? 0-16, Joe Barry? You could not get over that, right? We can't say nothing like that about Hafley. When you look at Hafley's track record, everywhere he went, he got better. It's facts. So, and he did it in college and the NFL, and he did it in recent time. He went to college, they like, oh, he's just an NFL guy. We don't know if he's going to get it. Succeeded. So now, motherfuckers is like, oh, he's just coming from college. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing, bro. So again, I think we are in good hands, and that's exactly what Gute said. We are in good hands with this guy Hafley. And it ain't even just about X's and O's, which I think he's really great at. Again, he puts players in the best position that they need to be in, but he's a fucking leader of men. You know what I'm saying? LaFleur said when he first got him in, the guys are going to like him. I think that that's undervalued. He didn't come in and say, hey, this dude's a tough-nosed dude. The guys are going to have to prove and this and that. He said the guys are going to like him. So the dude is personable. Seems cool to me. I'll never forget the story he said. And in one of his interviews, he was like, in my broke days, I was at a turnpike. I tried to act like something was wrong with the machine. No, I didn't have no money, but just so everybody could see me storm off like I was mad, but I didn't pay for it. That shit is fucking awesome. I've been in so many situations like that. You know what I'm saying? And it feels a lot better when you get up out of there. So, yes, definitely he is still a question, but again, like Gute said about him, we're in good hands. Like Matt LaFleur said about him, the guys are going to love him. Everywhere he's went, he's gotten better. He's rubbed shoulders with DeMeco Ryans. He's learned from Richard Sherman, Rondé Barber. Like, it's a lot of knowledge in Hafley's, and he was a head coach before. You know what I'm saying? Hey, of course he's still a question, but the questions are going to get answered. And I'd rather say right now he's good. So then when he's good, then I could be like, am I right or am I right? But for sure, as a hard-nosed fan, he still gotta come out and prove it to us. I am no way, shape, or form crowning him. But what I'm saying is I see the direction and I kind of see what they're trying to do. Okay. We're going to have to do our little research on Spencer Rattler. But again, I don't know if we're going to use that high of a pick. But again, you never know. Gute moves up. moves back, you never know what he's going to do. So, yeah, he got a hard on from all the picks he has. Uh-oh. We're going to have to look them both up and see what's going on. Angry Casual Fan says Jordan Travis got Rattler. Okay, Steve right back at him. Okay, hey, thank y'all for this information, man. You know, shit that we all need to know. Hell yeah. Hey, while you doing that, I'm going to do the same thing, Zane. I'm about due. And I can't even find my goddamn lighter. Where did I put it? Running my mouth. Come on. Got it. I just think he's going to plug in some of the holes. Swing tackle / guard, right? Something we need, you know? Yeah, wouldn't be shocked if we get 2 fucking linemen. You know what I'm saying? Who knows how much more we're going to give Josh Myers a chance, but he's got to be, you know, we got to make a decision on him within the next year or 2, right? This should be his last year coming up. So, you know, but to be really honest, man, like this offense is okay, Brandy. It's really okay. It's just going to get better just because they got another training camp under them. And then again, Brandy, have we really seen this full offense? It took half the year for LaFleur to understand what's going on with him. Then he figured it out. And then that whole time, Watson wasn't there the whole time, you know? So, God, we hope this kid stays healthy as far as Christian Watson, but that's a whole nother wrinkle in this offense that people ain't seen yet over 2 years. All we see is big numbers from Watson when he's in there, but we haven't seen him a whole lot. And shit, I think he might be an afterthought to some defensive coordinators out there, and Watson might have. You know, I don't even know if I'll call it a breakout year. It'll be a breakout year if he just stay healthy, but I think Watson gonna be okay. But yeah, I don't think we really, you know, again, look at what we talking about. We talking about backup quarterbacks. We talking about linemen and running back, right? Which we pretty much have already, at least a healthy, decent amount of that. But I just think we're going to plug and play a little more. Remains to be seen what we do with A.J. Dillon. We might draft a running back. And I know for sure we are drafting a lineman. We need a guard / kind of tackle kind of deal. And for depth, especially, are we keeping Yash? I don't know. Are we keeping Runyon? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So those offensive picks could be used to replace them. But we're not going to get any offensive players that I think is going to come in this offense this year and make a big change. Like, we're not going to we going to get a receiver? No. Are we going to go get a tight end? No. Like, really, what do we need to get in offense? We need depth, and we need them motherfuckers. Now, this is a chance in time. I always say I'm tired of project players, but this is a chance in time as a Packer fan where you probably could get a couple project players, bro. Because, again, like I said, going into next year, just what we have, we will be decent at offensive line. Now, is it with Bakhtiari? No. Or is it like top league type? No. But decent enough that, you know, we can draft some kids and they could sit back there and learn. You know, hey, Rasheed Walker really picked it up toward the end of the year. We ain't even got to say nothing about Zach Tom. We know what Elton brings to the table. You know, Myers in that guard position is still a question. And again, we got so many picks. You got to think we're going to get a tackle / guard, probably 2 of them, or a tackle in a guard. We got fucking 13, 14, 15 picks, goddammit. You know? So I think most of the offensive draft picks this year will be guys who won't necessarily be making the impact this year, Brandy. And that's totally fine because we weren't done yet this year. They lucky the Niners stopped us because we were a buzzsaw. That offense was just getting together, you know? And I'm just a little sad about how Christian Watson was used in that game. I would have liked to see him a little more, but again, it is what it is, you know? So, and then again, what did Gute do? As Brandy mentioned, he's the best at just punting shit. They asked him, what is your priority? They really wanted to know. They tried to hint safety. They tried to hint everything. And he said, you know what? There's no priority. He said, my priority is for us to have the best competition in every room. I mean, how do you not like that? And we're in this society where people just like to single people out. That's why I like Coach Hafley when they asked him, who's some of the players on this team who you just really looking at, you can't wait to get your hands on. With all due respect for all of them, I ain't gonna talk about nobody. That's what we want. We don't want our coaches and GMs and everybody just giving up the whole game plan. Some of these reporters, we could do a whole video on their ass. So they be asking some questions. I'm like, do you want everybody to know that? Pull Matt LaFleur to the side and ask him that. Soon as Tuesday come, they asking, is Christian Watson playing? God damn it, the game was on Monday Night Football. You asking if Christian Watson playing next week. We will see. And LaFleur is going to punt on all injury questions. And he gets frustrated and feisty when you start asking too much about injuries. He's like, listen, I don't know. Uh-oh. Hey, man, if y'all want me to put on the judge suit, the gavel and all that, angry casual fan and my boy Steve, you guys can argue and I'll just be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? There it is, KH. I was wondering who it was, and yes, it was Rasul. Yeah, and they're gonna explode at the wrong time. See, this is probably how it's gonna work. We were bitching and crying and complaining. Oh, we let us draft the wide receiver. We haven't did one since 2002. Shout out to Javon Walker, fucking dog, a beast. One of my childhood favorites. He's I love me some Javon Walker, y'all. But yeah, and this would be Packer like, hey, we gotta zig when people zag, right? And who the fuck really wants a motherfucker? I don't want a motherfucker in our heads at 1265 and just can mock draft us and know what we gonna do every year. I'd rather be like Gute and hold it close and not say shit and just go out there and let the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? I did too. And at that time, we were struggling a little. Gute was probably like, all right, well, let's get at least a pick for him because we do need corners. And he's just not with us. He's not in our timeline. That's what I think Gute was thinking. But Jordan Love caught fire. I'm sure a little way, Gute probably was like, well, he got the third rounder for it. We gave up a fifth for it, but he got the third rounder for Sewell. I'm sure he's going to draft somebody, decent. But yeah, Sewell was a locker room leader. And I think him leaving kind of like, there's a little deflation of the locker room for just a day or two. A lot of them was shocked. And I wouldn't be mad at that at all, KH. But again, like we keep talking about this, receiver that. Do we need to name the battles in training camp, KH? I heard you talk, yourself was like, man, this training camp battle gonna be crazy. Bo Melton, Jaden Reed. Do I need to name them all? Y'all know who the fuck we talking about. Even the people Brandy mentioned, Du Bulls and another one. Even Malik, we gonna have a hard time figuring out how many receivers we gonna keep on the 53-man roster. We don't need another one. I've heard about the T. Higgins shit too. Again, am I gonna say no to a T. Higgins? No, but man, he want a bag, bro. Am I gonna say no to Derrick Henry? No, but he wants a bag, bro. Especially for him at running back at that position. All he has is what he's done in recent time. He's going to every negotiation like, I ran for 1,000 yards for the last 5 years. I've been the leading running back. Pay me now. Because again, there's going to be a day where he ain't going to be as, Derrick Henry self anymore. That position is a brutal position, has the least amount of time as far as the NFL career. So he got to go for the bag. Only way we get Derrick Henry is we get like Adrian Peterson. Not that we got him, but remember Peterson, Vikings so long, and then this nigga went on like 8 different teams. I'm like, damn, this nigga play for them now? You feel me? Like Julio Jones at this point. Definitely. And then, it ain't like this guy, our last strength and conditioning coach. Again, I don't know if he was just god awful and god horrible, but it's just the proof is in the pudding. Like I said, the year he got there was the year that Matt LaFleur got there. And then he left this last year. So pretty much since LaFleur has been here, can't we say we've had some certain kind of injuries that's just like, what? Again, I don't know if they weren't stretching properly, this and that, or if it was just freak injuries that we had. Now, I think this guy is going to help. He's going to bring some fresh ideas in. He seems more like a, seems like a better kind of motivator than our last guy. Again, I didn't, really see much from him like that, odd man out is the thoughts, in a pinch, they'll be the practice squad players and then, somebody will get hurt and we'll pull them up once. You know, somebody will come back. We'll put them back down. We're going to do it 3 times until we do the limit. And then, you know, but again, Torre for sure is probably in a lot more trouble than anybody because it just seems like he's let a few pass him in the depth chart. He let Wicks pass him because Torre, after a while, we was thinking like, okay, after Watson and Romeo, and you know, probably Jaden Reed, you know, even before Jaden Reed came, like there was some Torre fans like, oh, I can't wait for Torre to explode. And let's, you know, okay. And let's be honest too. Torre, you know, he's a good player. You know, he went in there and made some good plays. I will never forget the off schedule play him and Aaron Rodgers made. You know what I'm saying? And that just shows that he's a football, you know, he did the scramble drill and got a touchdown and even did a dope little dance, you know. I ain't mad at Torre, but he might be odd man out. And that's because we already had him for like 2 or 3 years. Now, Dubois, he has a better chance because, you know, he's a little younger. And again, training camp, Matt LaFleur is kind of like Halfley. He going to let these guys go out and earn their positions, man. You know, so it's up to them, actually, at the end of the day. Sky is the limit for, you know, this wide receiver room. But again, y'all talking about drafting a receiver, unless somebody really slips in the draft and it's like a golden ticket, kind of like Love. Is just like, we don't need it right now, but goddamn, he's there. Yeah, I'll get that wide receiver. And then, you know, it'll be easier to let go these, you know, the last final 2 or 3 people we struggling to put on the roster or not, whether it's Dubois, Torre, or you know, but I think Melton should just have no issues. I don't think Melton should be on the practice squad at all this year. I think he should be on the original 53. And I think he should be a big part of this offense. When he came in, he made a big difference. And you just can't teach speed. I don't know how many times I got to say that. For sure. I agree with that. Both of them. But then again, like, you know, it's only so many wide receiver spots. You feel me? Shout out to Milto, my boy. Hey, that means a lot to me. You know, you my boy, man. Hey, and y'all know when Milto comes in the building, what do y'all do? Y'all gotta hit that like button. Now, okay, you know, first of all, you know, we would have leverage in this situation. You know, we would have familiarity in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Devontae ain't coming back. That was just like kind of like something I was joking about. But MVS is very possible. He can't demand all that. I mean, the only thing he go at the table, hey, I won the Super Bowl. But it's like they just cut you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you damn near got cut by the Packers. They didn't cut you, but they just let you go explore. You went to Kansas City. You know Jordan Love. You know the offense. How you know the city, the town. We still love you too, MVS. How easy would that transition for him to be just to come back? But again, you guys know there's this kind of aura of anybody who just wins a Super Bowl, they get overpaid the next year. But I don't think he's going to be one of them. Getting cut like that is not a good look for him. And that's going to be an argument point when he comes or if we are interested in him. But again, when you look at the measurables and stuff, again, you're still dealing with MVS. You know, you're going to get a drop pass, but that speed ain't went nowhere, man. And he's critical times in the game with Pat Mahomes throughout the season, playoffs, and even in the Super Bowl. He's made plays, bro. We can't. Hey, and again, I was proud of him when we did it because I'm like, we drafted him. That's what we do. So, you know, I don't know, man. I can't say I wouldn't want MVS back. I wouldn't mind. I would not mind. Easy. Still young to a point. And again, he ain't going to request a bag. What you really going to request? You went over there and got you something little nice and chunky. We probably could give you, you know, even or a little less than that and kick the can down the road or some shit like that. But I don't know. But I am not opposed to bringing MVS in. Hell yeah, Milto. Okay, Steve said he ain't having it. Steve's like, no, I am good. So, hey, Steve said he don't want to fuck with MVS. We've been there, done that. We've seen it. I wouldn't mind. Honestly, I wouldn't mind, you know? I agree with all you said. And again, what about third tight end? You don't like Ben Sims? And, you know, Tyler Davis is a special teams guy. He's pretty much going to make the roster just from being on special teams. But drafting a new running back, I definitely agree with you. And damn, not triple, but quadruple down on DBs, man. And triple down, double down or triple down on O-lineman. But DBs, bro, you know, safeties, corners included. Boy, we need 4 motherfuckers, man. You know, if we get 4 of them, 2 of them got to work out, right? And with our luck the past few years, God damn it, they all might work out. Oh man, woo, that's a tough one, you know. But you know, a poor man's version of Jones to me was a Tyler Goodson. Poor man's version of Jones to me was a Kylan Hill. So you got to think we're going to draft the same type kind of guy. So, I don't think it's going to be the big bruiser though. I think we do need more versatility there. You know, pretty much like you said, Aaron Jones could come in and do this. And I feel bad for AJ, man. I just think, I think he's a very good player. And you know what? If he does leave, we're going to wish him the best and hope that he goes and starts for a team. Leading rusher at Boston College. And you know what? When his number was called this year, we could have did a lot worse at running back. He helped us win a lot of these games. We were 1 game out of the playoffs, man. If A.J. Dillon didn't contribute like he did, you got to credit a game to that. Because, again, Aaron Jones missed so many games, and Manuel Wilson was hurt most of the season. And then we had the great Patrick Taylor. So, I think A.J. Dillon is really undervalued, especially for his leadership too, man. But, we'll see. He might be the odd man out in this deal too. Hey, it is a business, y'all. Hey, don't know any of them names or their position. You know what I'm saying? But, come draft day and, even a couple of weeks before the draft, I'm going to start getting into it. But again, I'm never going to fall in love with names because I don't want to see them drafted elsewhere. And I'm feeling some weird way that they were supposed to be a Packer. They weren't supposed to be a Packer because the Packers didn't pick them. So, oh, TJ Watt, y'all could have got him. Y'all got Kevin King. This person, y'all could have got that. You could say that about every franchise at one certain point. A motherfucker picked somebody before Jordan, okay? So, the shit happens. It's all a crapshoot. I'm hitting the 7, though. Oh, yeah, no, and then listen. On 420 HPOV Boulevard, we all a family, man. This street, we all a family. And, we are all able to agree to disagree on shit. But what is one thing we all agree on in this chat, y'all? We want to get a lot of these for the Packers. As long as the Packers keep bringing in these W's, again, there's more than one way to skin a cat. You might like winning by running the ball. This dude might like winning by throwing the ball. Something like winning by defense. Hey, as long as we get it done, that's all we worried about. Hey, ain't nothing wrong, Steve, with a chip being on your shoulder. That can carry you a long way. Definitely. But Brandy, TJ Slayton could do that to a certain extent. But we have that guy, Brandy. We just need this guy to show up. We spent some great draft capital for him. Devontae Wyatt is supposed to be that guy, Brandy. So, we can draft a large run stuffer. That's cool, but we fucking have one. And he's more versatile than that. So it is time, again, it's only a few players. I love all the Packers, but there's a few players which you guys will end up understanding and knowing who they are. But I'm going to put a real tight eye on them because I think it's time for Heavy D to pay us some dividends. I think it's time for him to really come in and put the league on notice. We used a first rounder on this dude, man. He has improved, and it ain't all about stats. He gets a lot of pressures, and, he has been a factor in some of the games, especially down the stretch, but I need more consistency, from him. I forgot to say that. So, yeah, shout out to, was it Sherry? Shout out to the OG, the first woman of the Packers, man. Now her and Bart are together again, holding hands, and they're gonna watch us win the Super Bowl together, man. Rest in peace to her. I agree with you, Milto. He is going to our boy TR's alma mater, the Great Wisconsin University. They hammy soft tissue issue specialist. You going? Stokes, get your ass over here. You going to? Again, y'all, gotta respect LaFleur, gotta respect the organization because when the change is needed, he normally does it. Maurice Drayton, horrible special teams. What does he do? Go get Basashia, a top 10 special teamer his whole career, and interim head coach, okay? What was we crying about for 2 years? Barry, get rid of him. Let's get somebody else. Now we got the guy. And last year he tried, or when Barry first came, he tried to get Leonard. Leonard didn't want it. Even this year, tried to get them Baltimore boys that we was gloating and loved about, but they turned it down, so it ends up being him. Hey, we good, man. Hell yeah. Rest in peace to the OG, man. For real. I would say absolutely, Brandy. I would say absolutely. And I ain't even playing around no practice squad with Bo. Your ass is in the 53 from week 1, bro. Yes, Bo Melton. Did y'all see him? Come on. In the pinch, too. It wasn't like that nigga just came in and, boy, come on now. And again, another thing. Shout out to my boy Packers Kingdom Taylor Bell. He's on the Bo Melton train. But I said long ago, once I seen that speed, I'm like, who is this dude on our roster this fast? Why isn't he getting in? Glad he has. And he got some solid hands. Yeah, man, again, I can't feel bad for him. He went out there and got his money, but it's like, damn, that is not a good look for MVS right now. He going to lose some money. He ain't going to be able to go and demand the bag like the normal Super Bowl. He could say, I'm the reason we won the Super Bowl. But then they could be like, well, shit, Joe ass did drop this pass here, too, and did this and did that. So, yeah, he going to have to take what he could get, man. What the hell? And yeah, I tend to agree. And listen, the place ain't that far. The place is just 2 Super Bowl victories. I'm not asking J Love. See, I am a very reasonable, very appreciative fan. You know what I'm saying? You know how you're younger and you hated your parents for certain shit. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Then you get older, you like, damn, thank you for doing that. That's how I feel about the Packers, man. You know what I'm saying? And I think doing that, all J Love got to do is get 2. I don't give a fuck. J Love get 2 rings, I'm satisfied. I'm actually satisfied if he gets 1 ring. If we could keep the trend going, hey, I don't give a fuck. You got a lot of teams out there who can't even fathom what it's like. You got some people who are gonna die, lifelong fans of team, and they're gonna die without seeing their team win the Super Bowl. That is a joy that they never get to enjoy. We enjoyed it numerous times, people. Even our ancestors, our Packer fan ancestors who aren't here anymore, back in the day, they enjoyed it. We're a top 5 franchise, man, and we ain't got shit to worry about, especially with this leadership. I agree, bro. I agree. Like, again, we all saying get a receiver, get T. Higgins, but then when you look at it on paper, we're going to be struggling. Watch. Y'all going to see in this summer, we're going to be struggling like, damn, who we going to keep, y'all? Who? Damn, he got to go. Watch. We're going to do a wake and pack in the summer. When shit's heating up, we start seeing 2 clips of nigga catching balls with shorts on. Oh, shit. This is going to be a tough wide receiver room. I don't even know if we have room to get another one right now. Exactly. Dirt cheap right now. So again, whoever separates themselves may get that bag a little bit, but then whoever doesn't, we might still be able to negotiate a team-friendly Green Bay deal, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. We don't operate like everybody operate, y'all. Definitely got time. Yeah, but again, I do understand motherfuckers who's like, listen, been there, done that. It was nice, but it's cool. But hey, Nelly and Ashanti, right? Nelly, rapper Ashanti, they dated 10 years ago. And then broke up, didn't work out. 10 years later, they together again, having a kid. Sometimes you got to go away to, and again, Devontae too, or whoever, Micah Hyde, it does happen. Hey, what just happened in that senseless article yesterday that included the Packers? This is Jets business and Chiefs business, but y'all had to put Packers in the title when McCole Hardman got cut from the Jets and then he went back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs cut him. He went there. The Chiefs picked him up again. So it would not be a surprise. And then again, knows the system, knows the quarterback, knows the coach. Like, it's an easy transition for MVS, bro. I'm just saying. And again, he don't have too many talking points when he's going to the table because they're going to say the same thing you said, Milto. Dropsy, right? Yeah. And, Watson, like, we're going to be able to extend both of them. We're going to be able to extend both of them, so they got a year left, right? Or this is it, right? But we'll figure that out. Okay, again, I don't know about names and shit like that, but who is he comparable to? KH, Is he like a Bijan Robinson? Is he like an Aaron Jones? He a change of pace kind of back, every down back, bruiser. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is he? Like, how's he coming? Hey, I'm just saying, and Melton is faster. You know what I'm saying? MVS got that height though. But again, hey, to always just be that deep threat there, maybe sometimes Jordan Love just chug it up there, 6'4", 6'5", go get it. You know, again, I'm not asking for him, but if we were to re-sign MVS, I won't be having a bad day. I would be okay. See, listen, we getting close too, y'all. So, you know, draft related shows and shit like that will, you know, eventually start coming on this channel. So yeah, y'all hold up on all this draft shit. Y'all about to have me looking up 12, 5, you know, 10, 12 motherfuckers. I still ain't looked up the white boy from the corner y'all told me to look at. You know, so I ain't looked at him yet. Y'all give me some time. Zane Strong, from your mouth to the football god's ears. I hope so. Yeah, I got to start getting into some of these names, man. I don't know. Hey, it's been the new normal for the past couple of years, you know. So gotta agree with that. And again, we are still drafting develop. That's why we are in good hands for the next few years, man. So even this year, we draft a tackle that we ain't gonna see till next year or the year after. Hey, it's cool. But once he comes, you're gonna be like, damn, we good again. So, you know. Hey, that's a bold statement there. Hey, I can't disagree with you. He has the ability. Hey, LA kid again, too, like I always say. But if you're going to ask me, I got to go with Jaden Reed. You know, I would go Christian Watson, but he's shown us that he's just injury prone. I would go Christian Watson. If you could get Christian Watson for 16 games, I would pick him over everybody. Sorry. But if I'm going to pick one, if I had to put my money on you said the best receiver at the end of it all, I got to go with Jaden Reed, man. I got to go with him. He already surpassed what Romeo did, you know, pretty much. You know, I just think he's going a little faster than Romeo did. And Romeo was going at a good pace too, and still is. Romeo Dubs is great. Well, great. Not yet. But, hey, very promising. And I ain't got no problem with Romeo. Yeah. But, you know, we know how to jazz it up. Signing bonus and then kick the can down the road and then give him this money now, but you know we're gonna reconstructure it and let Russ cook. Okay, I ain't talking about Russell Westbrook. I ain't talking about Russell Wilson. I'm talking about Russ Ball. Let Russ cook. He gonna handle it. That's why I ain't worried about finances, right? Russ got Goop coming out there with his chest out like, yeah, we could make a move. Shit, I thought we wasn't doing shit. Hey, here we go again. I'm gonna have to look a lot of motherfuckers up. Probably so. Probably so. Probably so. Again, probably so. Well, we would definitely need that, but we definitely need, you know, a Aaron Jones kind of archetype. Like we need a guy maybe a little bigger, you know, a little bigger, you know. Give him a, you know, 5'10", 5'11". Give him a 220, 225. You know, Aaron gets hurt a lot. That's his only thing. Yeah, that's him. That's him. Dope name too. Dope name too. Dijon, hey, we got mustard colored fucking pants, man. You know, or if you want to go with the old school Packer jerseys, which I hate the blue jerseys with the fucking yellow circle with the numbers in it with the brown helmet. I hate that shit. Oh, definitely, and it's gonna be epic. We gonna do it the right way over here. I might need help from a couple of buddies, but I think they're up for the task. Hint, hint. Gotta like that. Gotta love that, you know. Seriously, you know, that's why I'm saying at this point, we would literally have to have a guy really slip for us to just get him because we are stacked. We're stacked, bro, at wide receiver. Oh, yeah, and he's just a goon, bro. You know, number 11 jersey. Hey, I ain't mad at Reed, man. Definitely. And shout out to my boy Max Von Rotz. Well, Von, yeah, you gonna have to break that down for me. Yeah, we cannot take that away from Romeo, man. We cannot take that away. And just like you said, even times in the San Francisco game, Romeo came up big. You know what I'm saying? Hey, again, good fucking problem to have. So let me ask you guys now, because earlier in this year, I say, remember the Sports Illustrated cover? Nelson, y'all know the names: Nelson, Driver, James Jones, Greg Jennings. You know that cover? I'm like, we have a better version of that. Now I don't know who is who yet. I would compare Nelson to kind of Watson. You know, again, that how many times we have seen White Lightning just running up the sideline, just wide open? You know, we're gonna see a lot of that from Watson. But again, we got some guys, dude. Again, good problem to have, and that's why I'm just saying it's gonna be hard for us to even figure out. Y'all gonna see in the summer when we get fancy and shit on this channel in the summer and say, hey, what's everybody's? Give me all of your wide receiver depth chart right now in the chat. Like, we gonna get into all that because y'all acting like we could just draft a receiver and not keep this person. Like, I need Melton on the original 53 starting. Seriously. Okay. Hey, well, shit, we in sync then, KH. You know, like I said, I would take an Aaron Jones archetype, but a little more meat on them bones. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a punishing position, bro. Man, if we had Aaron Jones the whole season, man, we might have had a home game in the playoffs for real. For sure. And we're gonna leave it on that comment, man. We done did an hour. Y'all know this shit only supposed to be 30 minutes. So shout out to my boy Steve, man, for holding it down in the chat today. We was getting into it on the chat. I love that shit, and again, we could do that shit peacefully, man. It's all for fun. It's football, man. Now I hope y'all use this same kind of energy and same attitude if you guys are gonna join the Higher Point of View Fantasy Football League. Okay, I got 12 slots. I'm going to make sure I do it early so everybody has enough time. The draft date will be discussed between all of us so we can all be available. But, y'all be knowing y'all shit. So I would love to go head to head with y'all week for week, talk shit with y'all all week. You know what I'm saying? If you join the Higher Point of View Fantasy League, which I won the Super Bowl in last year. Okay, I won one and I lost one, but I made 2 Super Bowls. How about that? Definitely, but I have to disagree, Angry Casual Fan. Listen, not at best. Christian Watson is Weapon X. He's the ultimate. Chris, he just needs to be healthy. Don't do him like that, Angry Casual Fan. Go even look at Minnesota when he dropped that pass. That boy had 3-4 feet on that nigga. Go watch, even, the little Buffalo game where we made a little game plan around him. You seen like, oh, Christian Watson's going to be a big part of this game. Boom, got hurt, concussion. Go look at just the games he has: 4 receptions, 120 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Like, those are his kind of games, but I'm not going to say a 4 at best. That's kind of disrespectful to him. Hey, yes, we is, bro. Okay, KHTV is in for sure. So yeah, we're gonna get into that. I already got like 3 confirmed people. I know KH is in there. My boy Cali Packer's in there. I know TR might want to redeem himself from last year. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. Hell yeah. Hey, we're gonna see, bro. Hey, don't be picking all Packers, y'all. Don't be a homer like that. Now, I told y'all, when I draft, I try not. I don't pick no Bears. I'm like, I ain't no Bear getting on my roster. But no, hey, it's all about winning. So, you can't let that kind of relationship affect my bottom line. Sometimes every week I bet I just put Packers gonna win. They'd have messed me up in so many bets if I was just like, you know what, Packers ain't gonna win this game. But hey, that's just my heart. Hell yeah, for sure, man. Hey, we are like Steve said, we all family in this bitch. So hey, on that note, I will have an amazing day. Shout out to everybody, man. Hey, I had fun on this. Hey, effortlessly going an hour, bro. Like, I could keep going for real. But I gotta do, a couple things. But like, this shit I really enjoy. Shout out to Milto. Shout out to Brandy Lewis. Oh yeah. Brandy's in now. So I'm gonna start getting the list together. Now, hopefully we could just do 1 league, because last year I did 2, albeit I did make the Super Bowl with both. But man, it was, I'm like, damn, I gotta, so I'm gonna try to do 1. But if so many people come in, I might just have to do 2 leagues. It's a 12-teamer. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign Brandy up. And for sure, hey, we gonna talk mad shit in there, especially draft day. Like, I'm gonna be in that draft chat talking shit at y'all picks and shit like that. And as long as y'all all stay away from Tyreek Hill, I'm good. But yeah, hey, shout out to Brandley Lewis. Shout out to Milto. Hit that like button. Shout out to the brothers, the twins, my boy Steve and Angry Casual Fan. Hey, y'all done made a name for yourself on this channel now. So when I mention the twins, I'm mentioning y'all. Shout out for my boy Angry Casual Fan too for just, hey, he ain't gotta always agree. You know what I'm saying? And I love it, bro. He's like, nah, nigga, Watson ain't no, he a 4 at best for me. Hey, for sure, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because what do I know? I know that Angry Casual Fan wants the Packers to win. Shout out to my boy Max too. I see you, bro. Come back through. Come holler at us. You see how we get down. My boy Zane Strong for sure. And Zane, holler at me on that Madden tip, man. You already know. We gotta let all the subs, we gotta let all the people see how me and you get down on Madden. Cali Packer, we gonna get it in too. Shout out to my boy KHTV, of course, for sure. King Howie. Go check him out. KH, we gotta turn it around with the Lakers, bro. We gotta turn it around. But bro, they ain't gonna win, man. They ain't gonna win, man. We would need super AD. We I don't know, bro. I don't know. So who else we got in this motherfucker? Shout out to House of Red Wine. Shout out to Big Nate for coming through. Whole fam over there. Monica and Naya, the kids, everybody, little Nate, Zoe, Angelique, whole family over there. My nigga Freddie Roper came through. Thank you for coming through. Thank you always for your support, man. And shit, on that note, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like I said, if I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Y'all have a good motherfucking day. We will be back tomorrow, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow. And I think that is when the official, combine done started and all that. But I think this is the, official, like, we gonna see niggas running and shit. So, all right, y'all, I'm out of here.